he's really good, and he will have surprising runs that are very exciting and fun to cheer for.
The keyword surprise is that I'm also not surprised when he's out at 33rd.
Yes.
And that's mainly what I'm talking about here, which is like at any point in time, if he makes the run, it doesn't surprise me. And lately, his consistency has been a lot higher. Coming into this tournament at seed 7, right, is nothing to scoff at. So projected to make it to this position. But going up against BalloonBoy, I still think there's a very big tier difference in skill level, and I'm excited to see if that's going to be different today as he's opening up with default Taros against BalloonBoy's Mega Man.
Now we are going here over to Mos Eisley, going to be a really high ceiling on this, so BalloonBoy, if he's going to be relying on those flame swords, those are almost never going to knock out, though he doesn't typically use that as a major knockout tool. It's just like, oh, here's an additional bit of damage if I catch you like dodging back in when I'm playing the vertical game. So he's not going to be probably looking for those D-Light recoveries as much, but he also, like, we saw him go to the stage earlier today, and he's just going to go for the side options. No idea why he went for the D-Light into the neutral signature there.
It was just a misinput on the recovery, right? Like, that's would have been so cool if we got the dodge down read, though.
How did he not get the jump on that? I think he should have just gone for the side air. Like, you were on the corner of the stage.
It was the ledge, you know.
You were just on the corner of the stage. I mean, you still have to do the jump input.
Hey,
so
if you
whip
got
that,
recovery on boots.
Yeah.
So 1 for 2.
That's a great weapon toss. Dodge came out a little bit too early.
Let's see what else he's got. Nice neutral light. Catches that dash up in. Another neutral light. Catches him falling straight down. Why not? Neutral light again. Oh, Sared off the left plat. BalloonBoy does make it back, though, so he's going to get even more damage here with that side air. Weapon throw, picks it right back up. That Sared's still not going to knock out, benefiting from the wideness of this stage. Does get through. Alex doesn't want to contest it.
Yeah, BalloonBoy used his recovery really early, and he mostly used it in the sideways fashion. He wasn't trying to climb vertically, just left and right. He even went under the stage for a little bit in case Alex came down with her, threw down a weapon toss or anything. He wouldn't have to burn. A dodge, okay. Attempting for the recovery with the unarmed recovery from Anonymous Alex is going to KO off the top with all the strength from Taros. He's going to throw that weapon up. Oh, and BalloonBoy snakes the weapon spawn right out from underneath him. He was almost certainly searching for that hammer, which is why he threw that axe away in the first place so he could pick it up right away. Great spot dodge from Alex to get through the neutral signature, that flame sword from BalloonBoy. There's a neutral air. He looks for the vertical juggle right after that with another recovery, but he doesn't find it. There's the weapon toss. Alex just trying to get in. No gravity cancel side signature there. That's something we really started to notice at the Summer Royale was when he would hit the side air and then not put the active input to chase after, he would either like gravity cancel or just if he was on the main platform, go back down to the main platform and throw the saw blade out.
Wow. Yeah, BalloonBoy is destroying Alex right now with the blasters. It was amazing. Neutral light comes in. Does a chase dodge forward, dodge back. There's that side stick to catch him going full. Side air hits him as well. I mean, at this point, I thought that was it. Did end up going to the side there with his drift, but he's been getting destroyed here at the beginning. Wow, what?
Even off the forward, to the right.
I didn't realize NSIG had that knockback angle.
I mean, you see it kind of like arcs over your head,
totally,
so if you're going to do that and it hits the front side of it, it's going to send you that way.
Totally makes sense. I've never seen it happen before. Great coverage from BalloonBoy there. Fantastic with that, with the entire signature kit in general. And Anonymous Alex is going straight on to Magyar. So we're just going to play the Hammer Legend Roulette today, I think. Taros did not look too good.
I'm pretty sure the last time we saw Alex play, he also probably played the Magyar, or the last Magyar I saw was Alex.
It was either Alex or Sandstorm. It was one of the two, right? I don't know.
I mean, it was definitely more recently. It was probably at the Summer Championship when Alex got 4th. And we either saw him bring it out there. Maybe at Springs he got 9th, or like Winter Championship he got 13th as well. So we could have seen him pop up on stream there, bringing out the Magyar. Definitely, I'm really like unfamiliar with Magyar in general because we really never see him being played. So it's always refreshing.
Well, it's refreshing, but also I don't look at this and go like, what are you gaining from this other than a lot of defense to just last longer while you lose, and so I'm curious to see what he's got. I think Magyar's signatures are pretty slow. You can catch people off guard with your positioning on them, but like a down sig right there, it literally puts your whole hurt box off stage, and BalloonBoy destroyed him for it, right? Stared him into the wall, gets the double ground pound, that's the first stock, and then great sword, unless you're like truly a great sword main, I think it's very difficult to say that you're going to have a better time
Yeah, he's just not a great sword player. If he was a great sword player, I would question the Magyar pick a lot more because there are other great sword legends to play. But he's the hammer guy.
Threw it aside and waited for the hammer to spawn in. So we'll see what he's got. Nice job doing that slide charge side sig.
He does use the signature kit pretty well. He used it a little bit too liberally in the very beginning of this game, and as we saw, he got highly punished for it. But he does have some cheeky reads with it as well, and like all the strength that he brings to the table, also all the defense.
What
a pickup!
Oh, goes for the ground pound. Can you get the edge guard here? Something that's pretty criminal as far as I think is that that hammer skin can only be used by Magyar because it's his default hammer.
Okay.
And it's like one of my favorite.
It is one of the most brutal looking hammers, if not the most brutal in the entire
game. That's another benefit you get from this counter pick. Ooh.
There's the neutral air. Another neutral air, he's looking for it. Out come the boots for BalloonBoy. The neutral air from him misses. Alex just kind of going between the soft platforms, then touching back down on the stage. Took him like 15 seconds before he threw out a move. It was just a neutral air. BalloonBoy's trying to catch him in the air with a neutral signature. That flame sword coming out.
Man, BalloonBoy has been relentless with the pressure here. Side air could knock him out. Goes for gravity cancel and lights. Stepped a little too forward, though. Got hit by the weapon throw. Alex just throwing the greatsword away, looking for the next hammer, and the recovery will take him down, reaching for it. BalloonBoy playing around that pretty well. In fact, I think I'd like to see Alex try to use some attacks on the greatsword now and then, because BalloonBoy is just waiting for him to go for the hammer. It's been pretty predictable so far.
And he hasn't really been able to do anything whatsoever with the unarmed kit. He's going to charge that one up and still get it. I don't know if that is matchup confusion, where he doesn't know how far forward it hits, or maybe he didn't expect Alex to be able to move with it like he is.
I definitely... So first off, the distance that he drifted on that was pretty insane.
I'm going to say I didn't see that coming.
Second off, BalloonBoy was definitely in front of him, got like hit by the spike, and then dragged it down underneath him. That's just me learning what Magyar can do today.
I didn't know that you could move that much.
That was crazy. BalloonBoy, however, unfazed, gets the D-Light into the X-Pivot Nair, does that fadeaway side air. Oh man, so much damage coming through here. 9 defense is quite a bit, but you can only take so many shots to the armor before you end up going down here. Down air comes through. Didn't combo into side air. Maybe it wasn't ready.
Yeah, we're definitely in like D-Light recovery territory where that's absolutely going to KO here. Even a raw recovery might do it depending on how high he picks it up.
It might.
He's staying so aerially, though. He doesn't hardly want to touch the ground whatsoever.
If he gets ground pound, oh, he got disarmed.
Yeah, that's big. D-Light side air. That's going to do it right there. And game 2. After the switch to Magyar, does he stick with this or does he go back? I like it so far. I don't know if the gimmicks are going to be a little bit too gimmicky to work again this game.
If he didn't lose his weapon at the end there, I actually felt pretty nervous for BalloonBoy's position.
Okay.
You have the down sig, you have the ground pound, you have the reversal with hammer recovery. I think it was really huge for Balloon. Yeah, look at that. Just dragged him down right in front of him. I think it was huge for BalloonBoy to get this Sair and disarm him. If that didn't happen, I think this could have been, it could have gone either way, and it just catches the landing there. Alex agrees he's going to be staying on the Magyar. I think that the down sig pressure was more than just a one-off. It actually looked pretty solid once he started aiming it a little bit better, so I'm excited to see what happens here in Game 3.
I think he also like frightened BalloonBoy past that with the way he was able to start bringing back the game after that signature, because like the way that BalloonBoy was floating around, he wasn't, like he was staying above, so he wasn't really in the area to find a D-Light that he could follow up with a recovery. Alex was below him, so like maybe you could fast fall down. Oh my gosh!
All right, again, that extra bit of damage.
Yeah,
that's how you play around the 9 defense.
Massive opening string coming out from BalloonBoy. He comes in with the tornado. We haven't seen it too much this set yet. We saw him use it previously to clean up the last set, I believe, that was on stream. Alex being very, very careful.
Still hasn't done the mix-up where he puts the side sig off of the Sair that you mentioned. I've been waiting to see that. Down airs him onto the stage, bounces off. There's that side light. Gravity cancel D-Light, not going to pick him up and take him to the blast zone. But still a lot of unanswered damage so far. Alex gets one Nair. Can he find another?
Attempted the fadeaway side air there. Couldn't fade far enough to catch up with Alex. The jump side air. A lot of whiffed attacks coming out here. No major punishes, just a side light. Alex went with the jump Sair right after that. Oh, great spot dodge. Tornado from the middle of the stage. Weapon toss just a little bit too low, but he's able to secure the next weapon spawn. Alex is disarmed. Here comes the hammer for him.
Oh, but no dodge punish on the with gravity cancel D-Light. That time it does. Gets it. BalloonBoy trying to catch him in a jump here. Goes for weapon throw, side air. Putting up the downlights. He's making it clear what he wants. Downlight into recovery is definitely his option here. Side lights, waits for the dodge right afterwards. He gets stopped Saired for it. Alex could take the first lead here. Let's see what he's got. Nope.
Backs up. BalloonBoy playing mid on the wall. He's not playing too high. Doesn't want to get caught. Nice dare into the weapon toss. That's going to clean that one up. He does have the greatsword. He absolutely will stay away from it as much as he possibly can, but like it does exist.
What was cool about that is that I was convinced, and I think BalloonBoy was too, that what Alex was in the middle of doing was starving a weapon.
Yeah.
So he threw the hammer up, grabbed the greatsword. He kind of feinted that he was going to get the hammer back and prime a new one, and instead of that, he ran right off stage, weapon throw, dare, weapon throw. It really caught me off guard. Same thing with BalloonBoy. Really good play. And Stomp, Sidelight is going to put on a ton of damage on the BalloonBoy here on the second stock. Stomp Sarah is going to secure him the lead. Man, it's all Alex so far here on the hammer in game 3.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job of controlling BalloonBoy, even kind of slowing things down, moving up onto that soft platform, being very careful when he wants to actually initiate. Like he did throw out that dare, that whiff, but BalloonBoy's not able to punish it. Again, playing on the mid wall, doesn't want to go too high.
I like the choice of downtick there. That time he does prime the hammer, and he gets the neutral signature. Okay, a little tougher to land, but very powerful if you do, and that's a perfect situation for it. I'm realizing that Miami Dome might just have the best platform heights for utilizing that move.
Okay.
But like I said, we haven't watched enough Magyar to really know.
I do want to see him hopefully play the Greatsword. Like, it would be nice if we got to see that, just because I think he has a neutral signature read on the Greatsword that I'd like to see come out.
It's definitely one of the most unique animations on him. Yeah. that's for sure. But
there's no reason for him to do that right now, because his hammer's playing stellar, has a huge lead up on BalloonBoy right now. The GCD light, he's going to get punished instantly for that Stomp Dare. Almost was enough to KO off the top. A little bit higher, and that would have been it for sure.
What is BalloonBoy going to do to break this pressure? Okay, delay recovery. That's going to not take him down. 9 defense, holding strong. And finding those downlights is easier said than done. Okay, we've got a little bit of the greatsword play. He's got a big enough lead that he's willing to experiment with it. And he immediately goes down, so probably going to go back to hammer.
That's going to be the next weapon spawn. Coming back in. See how long he has to wait for it, or if BalloonBoy's able to strip the field. No, BalloonBoy ends up going too far to the right, and Alex is able to get over to the left, grab the hammer. He's playing really far back from the wall. He has no weapon toss or weapon spawn to then grab and attempt. Nice little pivot scoop there.
Ooh. Once there, Alex is weighing him out. Eventually he's got to make it back, and there's that sider. Well played. Yeah. Wall slip, you know, eventually will come for you. He's delayed it as long as possible. Got a few stairs over the edge of the stage there, but Alex had the lead. He had the patience, and he got the sider to be able to close it out. Stays on the board, and the Magyar looking pretty good here, as BalloonBoy's first order of business is to ban this stage.
Yep. We're going to Small Fortress of Lions, Demon Island, or Small Worlds, and he's trying to take away the maximum number of platforms away from Anonymous Alex. It seems like Alex isn't necessarily too focused on the platforms, or at least not on the Fortress of Lions platforms, because we're going to the Demon Island. That's what he chose.
I think notably, he didn't get stuck on them, but BalloonBoy did. Yeah. And that's why the bans, I think, followed the way that they did. The way Alex was playing, I don't think it's going to suffer at all for the platforms being gone, besides missing out on some end-sig knockouts. So here we go.
Throws that away instantly.
Game 4. What do we got? Hammer picked up. Okay, looking for that first hit. BalloonBoy finds one side air.
Dude, Alex is not throwing out like a single move. What is happening? We've been like 25 seconds into this game, and he's throwing out like one Sayer.
That was the first one, yep. Took 30 seconds. All right, now the attacks are coming through. I guess he's looking for his opening, and BalloonBoy is not letting him bite. So far, it's actually been a pretty slow-paced game. BalloonBoy is just beginning his stairs here and there. There's one there. Neutralite ends up missing, so Alex is able to find his own hit. Sidelight stop.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was going to get the stomp through that dodge from BalloonBoy. That would have been really bad. That would have been so much damage so quickly. Would have evened things up. Right now, BalloonBoy still has this lead. He's maintaining it. But Stomp Sarah, it's going to bring it ever closer. They might actually be even after this. Delay recovery and all the time in the world to queue up that signature from Alex to get the KO.
Didn't have to spike. That's so much power behind it. Wow.
I'm telling you, like, there is a reason that Anonymous Alex plays Magyar.
Yeah,
and they are good reasons.
And downtick's so much more terrifying on Demon Island. You're either going to get spiked into the stage or spiked off the stage with how small the wall is. And Alex was using it quite well, especially with BalloonBoy's resources being gone. He's taking the lead here. Sidelight and a Neutralite's going to send him flying. He has no weapon. Dare, side air, I think both would give him an edge guard. Maybe not in that direction. Recovery will take him down, though. Now it's evened up 2-2.
Yeah, he was high enough. He wasn't going to have to retreat back to the wall. He didn't even really go over in that direction. BalloonBoy just followed him up in the air, got the KO off the top. He's only about 50 damage behind right now.
Wow, he had hammer ready. Wow, okay. Sidelight just goes beyond him. Dead zone of the blaster, working out in favor of Alex there. Neutralite, however, will come through. Stomp Sider in response means he keeps the lead.
And the range on that Sair. And the side light goes in with the D-Sig. Oh, he's not able to get the down air after. BalloonBoy wasn't able to get high enough to pick up that down air after the side air bounce off the wall. That would have been huge.
More side lights falls with down air.
Okay, another down air. No GCD light after, just lands on the main platform. In light comes out, gets the hit on that. Side light just barely missing. Alex is able to get into that dead zone throughout the side light. There's the two-piece coming out from BalloonBoy, the down air into the side.
Ooh, great sword gets thrown away. Down sig just thrown out. Doesn't go all the way there. And Cider catches BalloonBoy drifting up in the sky. Weapon throw comes through. Alex now is stock away from bringing it to match point.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. This would be a massive upset if Alex was able to come out on top here.
Yeah, really huge adjustment. And now he's on the great sword, so we get to see something that we haven't seen all set. BalloonBoy's been preparing specifically or learning about Alex's hammer, and it could just be that Alex has kept this as a trump card the entire time.
Okay, that's the read I'm talking about. He goes for the side light and then the neutral signature to go in the air to catch BalloonBoy jumping and getting over him.
Too bad that he's rewarded with his stock being gone the first time he uses it, but he got so much damage before that. Now over to the hammer here. BalloonBoy on the back foot. Amazing punish on that max range side light dodge. Ooh, but two side lights in a row.
All right, Alex, don't let him do this to you like it, man. Don't let him do it to you like this. Don't let him bring it back. It's yellow to like deep orange. There's the D-Light into the side air. Alex is now orange, the side sig, but Alex is too high.
Spacing.
Where's the stomp side air? Yep, right there. Right on the landing from BalloonBoy.
Okay,
Weapon toss goes out.
sig could be huge here, but BalloonBoy
I don't think he risks it.
BalloonBoy's shown that he can Sair punish it, right?
Yeah.
And he's been knocking him into the wall.
I think Alex is way too damaged right now to risk that. Just the down air, dude. I'm telling you, there are reasons to play Magyar. If you are anonymous Alex, there are reasons to play Magyar.
Wow.
That is one of them.
And he did jump dare to punish the dash forward end light, right? Like BalloonBoy went forward with end light. When you dash forward with neutral light on blasters like that, you're reading a spot dodge.
Yeah.
The first blast will miss. You get the second blast. His dodge is now is gone. You can follow up with it. BalloonBoy feels so pressured here on the blasters that he's swapping off of it completely. He's going to Devil Jin. So we've got bow and gauntlets going into game 5. Giving up both of the weapons that he's been using in an attempt to stop this Magyar from Anonymous Alex, which he did take a game off of in game 2, but it's only been getting stronger as each game's gone along.
We'll see if he focuses on one weapon over the other. I don't know how his gauntlets are going to fare into the way that Alex has been playing Hammer so far, or Greatsword for that matter. He's going to throw it away, so it might not matter too much.
Normally, I would throw out the recycled narrative of bow can outrange Greatsword, but Greatsword has not been the neutral opener here.
I think he's going to have a better time on bow than he will on gauntlets here, based on the way that Alex has been playing Hammer so far.
He just got to be careful about overshooting any of these things because Alex has shown that he's got some really good punches with the downer, but so far, bow has been fantastic. That means that Diana's still an option as we go on throughout the bracket, right? If he's able to make it, but
even after the whiff, he still picks up the neutral air.
Alex has not been able to adjust to this at all. He looks clueless. Sair hits, that's it. No damage dealt from Alex here on stock 1. He's got to get his, he's got to get it together.
Yeah, he's gonna have to figure something out quick.
And that's definitely not that.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he's going to pick up that Greatsword next, but here comes the hammer.
Just misses the weapon throw follow-up. Okay, down just barely dodged through.
I thought he might get caught.
The same mistake.
I thought he was going to get caught, Tazza.
Yeah. It was really close. That jumps over the downlight, but not going to be able to punish in the same way that he did the blaster's dash forward. Avoids that neutral signature. Gets hit by the down air on the way back up, and that nair will put on some damage. Alex still looking to even up the stocks here. Keep in mind, it's 3-2, and they're playing like they just started the game.
I think by charging that down signature over and over again, like at this point, he's relying on BalloonBoy to make a mistake, and it seems like BalloonBoy is not going to make a mistake. Nice weapon toss.
Weapon throw, can ground pound tier, stop recovery.
Okay.
Didn't touch the wall either. Good job with that. A little unorthodox, but very effective for the situation. That stomp covering the entire space on the push-up column. So we've got BalloonBoy going over to the bow, falling with that side air. Gets the recovery, and he's bringing him closer to red.
Weapon toss, not able to find anything right after it. He went to the air with a side air. Back-to-back in-lights coming out from BalloonBoy. Again, he's so willing to give Alex all of this space because he knows that he can downlight back in to close that gap.
Yeah, sidelight, D-light recovery, that's going to do it. No, 9 defense at the very edge of the stage, holding on for one more combo. Can Alex get the extra credit? Stomp, sidelight. Sidelight stomp still on the table. Gravity cancel sidelight doesn't get punished. Okay, he's getting some more damage in. BalloonBoy starting to panic to close out this stock that he was sure was done for. Alex drops the hammer. Great sword ready to go here. 2 damage for a sidelight follow-up. And can he get these nairs? Weapon throw, sidelight, doesn't go for a dodge read, and that nair will knock out Magyar off the top. It's now his last stock of the set.
He's got a long way to go before him and BalloonBoy are even again. There's a neutral air to start things off. Weapon spawn comes in. Here's the hammer for Alex. Again, BalloonBoy retreating all the way to the right side of the stage before going back in, whiffing an attack. Again, this time he's going to dodge up through it. Before, I believe it was a left dodge to get through it. This time it was an up dodge to get through it. I just think you cannot risk that at this point. You're either going to take punishment or get
he
nothing
recovers the
from
wrong
it.
way. Okay, manages to make it back. Looked a little scary for BalloonBoy there for a second. Sidelight gets punished by just a quick jump down air. Sidelight, nair, side air, goes all the way down, spikes him into the wall, tries to take him down with that final side air, misses. Alex taking a ton of damage, jumps in with a sidelight, gets hit by the nair, and that could give him the edge guard here, but he chooses to go over and prime another hammer.
I want to see the Alex come back so bad. I'm sorry, BalloonBoy. I want to see it so bad here. Everybody on final stock. Anonymous Alex with all of this defense to his name. He's still in the dark orange. One more hit, he's going to be red.
That down tick was fantastic. Let's see what Alex has got.
Nice.
Sidelight. Doesn't get the chase dodge nair, though. And now BalloonBoy's got him off the side of the stage. Weapon throw to stop a ground pound from happening. Doesn't get the stomp. Doesn't punish the down air. BalloonBoy dash jumping forward and landing at the last second to try to get Alex to commit to something. And Alex and BalloonBoy just can't hit each other.
Alex is doing a really good job of avoiding these downlights from BalloonBoy. Whether it's like he's already in the air and he just stays in the air. Okay, that was a sweat beat BalloonBoy. That could have been really dangerous for him. The inlight not even going to send off screen. Going to take some time before he's knocking out with that.
Looking for the recoveries here. Probably needs 2. Stop sider. It's going to punish the side sig from missing. Sidelight and a recovery. Not going to knock out. He's got one more of those in him.
Yeah, that was his last chance right there. He's going to have to do it here without taking a major KO combo. I think he's done.
Great sword.
Turn around nair. He's looking for the weapon spawn. Another nair. Tazza. Here comes the weapon spawn. Here comes the hammer. Please don't do anything crazy. Just be normal. Just be normal. You've been playing so well.
Just stops there. That's it. That's it.
You're going against the gauntlets. He hasn't been too effective with the gauntlets compared to his bow here.
Okay, BalloonBoy not going to go off stage. The side air
this could be the start of it.
Does he end it with down sig?
Do not do it. And the recovery is Anonymous Alex, seed number 7. Gonna he ground pounds into the nair. Can he get back? Yes, he does, and he dodges through the down air. The ground pound coming in from BalloonBoy
immediately.
Dude, this round is crazy, and that's gotta end it right here. There's no way he gets packed from that, and it is over in a last stock red situation. The swap to Magyar, almost enough to clutch it out against BalloonBoy. That is a heartbreaking loss for Anonymous Alex, dude.
I don't think I've ever seen Gauntlet Nair be the last hit reversal. And it didn't even work. Dude, if he just believed in the greatsword at the he